Hey, welcome again to Thrifting Selling on eBay, and this is the first video, and I'm just going to tell you a little bit of how I got into it. Like I was saying in the previous video, I originally was selling on eBay, selling Legos and things like that, and after I started doing some checking around, I discovered that there are a lot of different things that you can sell on eBay that are collectible. And you might be surprised what you have sitting around your house is actually holds some sort of value. So one of the things that I do now is I go into thrift stores and I just look around for items that I think that look cool. Anything that you want to try to look for when you're out shopping for this type of stuff is unique items. Strange and weird sells. I have learned a ton of information on how stuff sells by just watching shows like oh, what do you call them? Like these pawn shop shows, storage wars type shows, the American Pickers type shows on the History Channel. And so you can learn a lot about what customers are looking for, which these are your customers on eBay. And you can learn a lot about those types of items on those types of shows. So anyway, I discovered, well, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I see when I'm just out and about that actually might hold some value. And so, for example, I was in the Twin Cities in St. Paul visiting my aunt and uncle one day, and their neighbor had just done cleaning out their basement, and they had thrown a ton of stuff out onto the curb. And I was like, sweet, because I'm a pack rat and I'm a junkie when it comes to that type of stuff. So I went over to the curb here and I started digging through the junk pile, and I found this old vintage camera. It has like these two lenses, you know, and it's like this box thing, and you look down the viewfinder down into it, and it's got these flaps on either side to block out the sun, you know, so you're looking into it like this. And they also had an old Mac computer from the 80s, and I'm going, oh wow, this is kind of cool. And so I thought, well, these are kind of unique items. I think that these might actually be worth something. And so anyway, long story short, I mean, just out of those two items that I picked up off the curb, the camera sold for $150, and I got $100 for the computer. And so you don't know. I mean, there's stuff that people throw away all the time. And that's what happens to this stuff is they have no use for it. They don't know what the value is of it because they just don't know. And so they donate it to thrift stores, or they put it in their garage sales, or they put it out on the curb just to throw it away. And stuff like that actually holds value to a guy like me who can come along and put it in my inventory. And hey, $120, $220 is a pretty quick flip for me, you know, just by stopping by and picking something up off the curb. So I am going to be showing you some of the stuff that I have picked up. One of the things I like to do are mugs. I'll do stuffed animals and things like that. And this is all stuff that you can find at thrift stores. And it's just by going around and searching and knowing and kind of getting a feel for things that are unique, things that aren't real common. If you find things that are common that come in sets and stuff like that, maybe an item might get lost or things that might get broken. Then you might have something where you have a replacement piece. And so stuff like that. And so I will be showing you some actual footage of me going into a thrift store and just kind of doing some walkthroughs and showing you some of the things that I find and why I think it might be important for you to pick up, or things just to look for and things like that. So stay tuned. See you in the next video. Thanks.